Do you love a Negroni? I sure as hell do. Well, today on Let's Talk Drinks, I'm going to show you 5 Negroni variations that will honestly blow your mind. Hi everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to make 5 different variations of a Negroni, okay? It's one of my favorite cocktails for any of those people that have been out drinking with me, whether it be friends, customers, anyone. They know that I really love the Negroni cocktail. And I might as well just get started, right? So the first one that I'm going to make is called the Tipperary, and it has Irish whiskey. I'm going to use 45 mils of Jameson Irish whiskey, and yes, Jameson actually have sent me some samples. Pernod Ricard, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to be making a few videos for you. I could be a little bit cheeky now and say that to the brands that if you want me to do some videos, just send me some stock. I can do that for you. 45 mils. And next up for my element that will substitute the Campari, for that herbal element, I'm going to use 15 mils of green Chartreuse. If you haven't seen my video on what is Chartreuse, you've got to check it out. The link is just up here. Then I'm going to use 30 mils of sweet vermouth. I'm using the González Villas. I'm Spanish too, you know, and I need to use some Spanish vermouth. And last but not least, 10 mils of water. Sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? But if you have ice that is really sort of wet, you don't need to add the water. I'll add my ice, and I'm going to give it a bit of a stir. So what I'm doing now is I'm chilling down the drink and diluting it further. If you're a bartender, how weird's that uncomfortable sort of silence when the customer's in front of you while you're stirring? Really good time to get a bit of rapport with them and ask how their day's going. Give it a try. A little bit more. Okay, I'm going to give it a bit of a strain. As you noticed, always chill down your glassware. I'm serving it in a Negroni glass. Could probably do it in a slightly bigger coupette. As you can see, it's filling that glass really well. And for my garnish is just a little bit of an orange twist. Get those essential oils over it. There you go, that's a Tipperary #1. It has been around since the 1920s. I saw it in one of Harry McElhone's recipe books. And I'm just going to cocktail books and I'm going to give it a try. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. It is so smooth and easy to drink. The fact that it's all pretty much straight alcohol. The Chartreuse is coming through really, really nicely with the Jameson Irish whiskey, a little bit of that vermouth, just adding a touch more sort of different dimension of sweetness. And I love the orange twist over the top, just adding those essential oils. Guys, give this one a try. Next up, I'm going to do a white Negroni, and I'm going to use a Juniper Ford London Dry style. You can't go past Tanqueray. Great stuff. 30 mils. Then 30 mils of a white or blanc vermouth. I'm using the Dolin Blanc. Some call it dry vermouth, blanc vermouth, white vermouth, whatever you want to call it. And last but not least, I'm going to use Suze, which is a French gentian aperitif. Gentian is a root that's really, really bitter, but super tasty and just really balances out this cocktail as well. It's a replacement part for the Campari. Add my ice to my mixing glass and give it a stir. And I'm going to serve this up in a rocks glass. Look at that brilliant colour. Okay, I like a couple dashes of orange bitters. Regan's is my bitters of choice when it comes to orange. Just going to stir that down just so that block of ice drops down there. And then just a really small, for me, lemon twist, just to get that oil across there and dropped in. There you have the white Negroni. Let's give it a try. Oh, totally different. It's definitely got that sort of root, herbal, earthy flavour coming from the gentian. The gin's still coming through. The vermouth is a little bit lighter. It sort of hangs in the back there, but yeah, look, I think that's really good. It's totally different. I would like to actually try this with some mezcal as well. I think the Suze would go really well with a mezcal, a little bit of that smokiness, but definitely worth a try. Next up, I'm going to do the Count's Mast Negroni. It was created by a fellow by the name of Nils Boest. I hope that I've pronounced that properly for you. If I haven't, let me know. Put a comment on my video. This is totally different. And honestly, this is the first time that I'm going to try it. So, Jägermeister, one of my favourite sort of spirit liqueurs as well. So we're going to do 30 mils of Jägermeister. Once again, we're substituting the Campari. If we're going to put gin up against Jägermeister, I thought we need something really ballsy. If no one's ever tried the Never Distillery Juniper Freak Gin, it is amazing. It is punchy with juniper. It's 58% alcohol. I can't wait to drink this whole drink. Shout out to the guys over there in Adelaide. And last but not least, 30 mils of a sweet vermouth. I'm using Gonzalez Bias all day today. All right, add some ice to that. And give it a stir. Now, just in case you're wondering, my ice does look a little bit sort of watered down today. The reason for that is we are in isolation. The ice maker is turned off here at the 18th Amendment, and I've had to go and buy some ice. So sad. So I really want to chill that down quickly. I'm not going to let it like sit for a while because I don't want to over dilute the drink. Holy shit. All right, this is good. I'm going to strain that into a Nicanora. Look at that colour. Just a twist of lemon. Putting over, getting those essential oils. I'm going to give it a try for the first time. Yeah, okay, wow. Really good. I'm super glad that I've used the Juniper Freak. So if you're making this, I would suggest that you do maybe a navy proof strength gin. I think that if you don't, it may be a little bit hidden because the Jägermeister is full on. However, it's really, really well balanced. The sweet vermouth is coming through. The herbalness of the Jägermeister. I'm a massive fan of Jägermeister. I've made a few cocktails with it before and never this. This is really, really good. I'm going to give it another try. You need to try it. I know I say it a lot, but you really need to try this drink. Awesome. All right, so I mentioned mezcal, so now I cannot make a Negroni without mezcal, so I'm just going to do same sort of specs. I'm just going to sub out the gin for the mezcal. I'm going to use the Casamigos mezcal here, and we're starting with 30 mils. Next up, we're going to use something different once again. Martini Bitter, 30 mils. This is made by Bacardi. It's a really great product as well. Then some sweet vermouth, once again, Gonzalez Bias. Gotta love 3 ingredient cocktails, right? Some ice, and we'll give it a bit of a stir. Oh. Could this be my favorite? Maybe. Let's see. Add some ice to my glass. A bit of a mess here. Oh. And we're going to use an orange zest. Once again, I'm being lazy. Just going to give it a bit of straight there. A Mezcal Negroni. Let's give it a try. Yeah, heavenly. So good, so good. If anything, I reckon maybe a couple dashes of bitters to it. Maybe the orange bitters, just to give it another dimension. Let's give it a try and see. I've used the Regan's orange bitters with Mezcal before and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, another dimension. That's a cracking drink. Probably one of my favourites so far, although the Jägermeister one was pretty cool as well. Okay, lucky last, the Monte Negroni. All right, so we're going to use Amaro Montenegro. It is an Italian sort of bitter, aperitif, digestive, whatever you want to call it. 40 different botanicals, and super, super tasty. 30 mils of gin. I want to use the Botanist gin. I love the Botanist, made in Islay at 46% ABV as well. What'll happen is it'll actually really come through. So 1 ounce, 30 mils. If you haven't seen my spirits review on the Botanist, check it out. And 20 mils of sweet vermouth. Some ice. My ice is getting really, really wet. Chill this down as quickly as I can. Hope all you guys are staying safe during this COVID-19. Oh, something that'll make you happier in these crazy times. Pour that into a rocks glass. Oh, I can smell that. It looks so good already. I'm going to use an orange twist because orange goes really well with the Amaro Montenegro. There we go, Monte Negroni. Let's give it a try. Oh, yeah, that's just totally different again. The bitterness is definitely there. The gin's coming through. Not getting the vermouth as much as what I thought I would, but I think it's really, really well balanced. I had to double check to see if I'd actually put the vermouth in there. Cracking drink as well. Definitely worth a try. Guys, that's 5 different Negroni variations. Hopefully there's some of them there that you haven't heard of. Let us know. Like, subscribe, comment. Do you have any other variations? Because I just want to drink them at home as well. See you again next time on Let's Talk Drinks.